Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've done one of these videos, but I wanted to update you on my journey in grad school. So if you watch my previous videos, you would know that I am on a journey to get my 18 hours in graduate level mathematics in order to teach at a junior college, to teach post secondary, and there's been a lot happening. So I took my first math class in the certificate program, which was Intro to Analysis 1, which my particular program at Texas Tech, they split up real analysis into 2 semesters. So the first semester is kind of your proof techniques and some of your number theory and introduction to sequences and the formal definition of a limit. And then second semester is really where the fun begins, which is where you will study differentiation formally and integration. So that is going to be interesting. So I will say I was successful in my first course. I got an A, a really strong A actually. So I want to talk about that experience and then also that I got a job actually as an adjunct professor. So let me start with the class itself. So I knew going into this course that it was going to be difficult. Um, if you've been taking math classes at the college level, you know that when you see introduction or elementary in front of math classes past a certain point, that those words really mean nothing. So just because this was introduction to analysis 1 didn't mean that it was easy. I guess in the sense that it split up real analysis, that was nice, but the material was still really, really dense. It was still really hard to comprehend initially. So a lot of the times I would spend about half an hour just reading a page of a proof and then trying to digest it. But I will say the thing that helped me be the most successful was that I actually read my textbook. I was working full time as a high school teacher, and so I was teaching calculus and pre-calculus, and then I would get home at about 5:30 and I would just read my book and I would split up my time because I had assignments due every 2 weeks and I had 2 sections of material that I had to get through within a 2 week time frame. So I always made it a goal within that first week to get all of my reading done and to watch all the video lectures. And then on Friday and Saturday, I would do the first set of homework. And then the next week, I would read the next section. And then Friday and Saturday, I would do the next section of homework. And I forced myself to do that. No matter how tired I was, no matter how dense the material was, I stuck with that. I was consistent. And I'm really proud that I was able to do that because it really did pay off in a really big way. So that's the first thing I'll say is like, if you're going back to school to do graduate level math, whether that's a master's or like what I'm doing, I'm adding on to an existing master's, you will have to work hard. But, as someone who has always suffered from imposter syndrome with mathematics, it was really nice to see the end result and see that my hard work paid off because it really did pay off. So that's the first thing I would say, like read your textbook and attend your professor's office hours and do your homework consistently and stick to a schedule. And so the other news is that I quit my job as a high school teacher. I left mid-year, which was not planned at all. I loved my high school. I loved my students. I loved teaching calculus. But my husband had an opportunity, and so that necessitated us leaving the state and me quitting mid-year. And I was really sad about it. My students were super sad, but it was kind of a privilege to be able to, during my last week, really interact with my students and understand the impact that I left on them, because I'm not really leaving teaching with a bad taste in my mouth at all. It was incredible, the love and support I felt at my school, for me and my teaching, and knowing that I made an impact, and knowing that at the end of the day, this is my calling. I just am now looking at post secondary. So I don't really have an interest in getting a doctorate or anything like that. But I do want to be a college instructor, a full time college instructor. And the super exciting news is that although I'm just an adjunct for this community college, which was awesome that I even got the job to begin with, the department chair is super cool and said he was really impressed with my CV and with me, and he really wants me to transition to a full-time role once I finish my 18 hours. And he let me know that I actually have more than I thought I did in terms of graduate level credit. So when I was an undergrad, I took like 3 courses where there was a mix of undergraduate and graduate level students. And apparently those were 500 level classes and above. And so he said that he recognizes those as graduate level, and I got some credit for that. So I'm actually only like 9 credit hours away from being able to apply for full-time faculty, which is great. So I want to end this video and just kind of let you guys know that it is totally possible to, after many years, go back to your grad program and achieve your goals, and to let you know that whatever goal that you have, no matter what you might feel about yourself, the imposter syndrome that you might be struggling with, that you are incredible and you can do it with hard work. So yeah, I'm looking forward, doing more of these videos, because like I have more time. I'm not teaching full time anymore. So yeah, so follow along, subscribe if you want some more tips and to kind of know how things are going with me.